Hello and welcome to another edition of Marriott MBA Today. I'm your host, Cameron Rich, and joining me is Dr. Thorley. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Cameron.
My first question is, wow, you're even better looking than Mitt Romney. How do you do it?
Well,
you had to know that was coming.
Vitamins.
Vitamins?
Yeah, I take a lot of vitamins.
I have to tell our viewers something. I had his investments class last semester, and all the girls in the class called him Dr. Adorley.
The
whole semester, and I just
thank you.
The whole semester, I'm just thinking to myself, where's my nicknames, ladies? No one's calling me Cutie Cam or Cuddly Cam or Kiss Me Cam.
Well, thank you, Cameron.
Maybe in another life. I guess you either have it or you don't.
That's right.
Maybe in the next
I was
life.
just born that way.
Okay, we're here to talk about investments. My first question has to do with complex option strategies. What is that? You know,
a butterfly spread.
I can ask you that. I can ask you that after.
All right.
We can talk about stuff more that our general audience
would appreciate.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll start out with 401ks.
Good.
Hopefully, knock on wood, we're all going to have jobs soon. We're going to have to get 401ks. What are your recommendations for dealing with it?
Well, I'd say yes on both. Get a job, and yes, perhaps one of the underappreciated things of having a job, and I mean a job with a large corporation even, is the fact that you have a 401k.
Yeah.
We were talking to some benefits providers today, and they mentioned that 76% of their participants, this is in a particular corporation, actually participate in the 401k.
Yeah.
So there's another 24 that don't, and that's a big mistake.
Okay.
We talk about returns in the marketplace of 5 or 10%.
Yeah.
Participating in a 401k is like a 100% instantaneous return, because generally the company matches it, often 1 for 1.
Okay, so let's move to capital markets.
Okay.
What is the likely, income or revenue generation for my generation if in capital markets?
Well, that's where we get the lower one, the 5 or 10 would be perhaps a stretch. When we say capital markets, the equity market, probably something like 6%. Now, the way that comes up is 6% for your generation.
Yeah.
Perhaps a fraction of 1% as far as a risk-free rate, and then historically we'd get a risk premium over that of 4 or 5%.
Okay.
And if inflation takes off, then probably it would match inflation.
Okay.
But currently, 6%, maybe if inflation goes up to 3%, then you could look at 8%. 8%?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, and let's talk about long-term savings plans. What are the biggest threats to us? Is it inflation, taxes, losses? What's the biggest? Yes, all three. Is there a specific order?
All of the above. Well, it is. We live in you live, and I say this unfortunately because we've been better off, but we live in an economic regime where the savior is really punished, and the government is, and we all know it, is going to have to figure out how to pay for their bills, and there's just a couple ways that they can do that.
Yeah.
But probably inflation, maybe not for the next couple of years, but eventually is going to be a real threat to savers.
Okay.
Taxes are going to go up.
Okay.
I'm going to make that prediction right now.
Taxes will go up.
Taxes will go up, and expected returns or average returns in the stock market are going to be low. What that means is there'll be years, perhaps more frequent than in the past, where there are losses.
Okay.
So it's going to be a tough environment.
It's tough. Okay. All right. And I have
Sorry, you should have been born 50,
I know.
50 years ago.
I know,
would
right?
have been good, yeah.
Not my fault. Okay, one last question. Do you have a stock tip? One stock tip for all the viewers out there. One stock pick.
Yes.
For all of our viewers.
A SPYDER, SPY, ticker. It's a ticker symbol SPY, and it's the S&P 500 ETF. That's my stock tip.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thanks for joining us. It's been great having you on the show, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.